Welcome back. Our next guest was still a teenager when she became an international sensation.
Don't you wish your girlfriend was hot like me?
They were once considered the sexiest pop group in the world.
Don't you when I grow up?
While strutting their stuff on stages across the globe, the Pussycat Dolls sold over 15 million albums and 40 million singles. In 2010, the girls went their separate ways. Now, one Pussycat Doll is taking on the world, writing and performing her own music. And today, she joins us live in the studio. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Melody Thornton.
Aren't you gorgeous? You beautiful thing.
How are you, Melody? Welcome to Studio. You're doing very well. You're doing very well. Have a seat, darling.
Very graceful.
I try. How are you? Fantastic.
Good.
Yeah. Tell us, growing up, I mean, I grew up in the era of the Spice Girls.
Oh, yeah.
Is it something that you always wanted to do, sort of, join a girl band?
You know, I grew up in choir, and I never wanted to sing with anyone.
Really?
No, I never did any duets. I was like, no, I'm good.
On my own.
Yeah, I always aspired to be a solo artist, but I grew up on a budget. You can't say no to like a major opportunity like that. You know what I mean?
And the Pussycat Dolls. I mean, it's such a great name. Anyway.
My dad was like, you should ask them if they want to change the name. Yeah. He's like, maybe see if they're willing to change it for you. I'm like, why would they change it for me?
Because how did you come to audition for them?
Well, I was right out of high school, 6 months out of high school, and I seen an ad on MTV. Literally, that was it. They ran it once, and I saw it. I was walking in from my it was the end of my first semester in college, and I was failing all my classes.
So how old were you?
19, yeah. And I was like, oh, I need something else. This isn't gonna work. So I turned on my TV, and it was like Pussycat Dolls holding auditions and Interscope Records is involved, and I was like, well, I'm gonna get that.
And you were the youngest member of the group, weren't you? What was that like being the baby of a girl band?
I definitely felt like the baby.
Yeah.
Yeah. All of the girls had already kind of been in the industry, so whether they were professional dancers or Nicole had been in 2 groups prior. She won a show called Pop Stars, so she was in a group that opened for NSYNC and Britney Spears and Jessica Simpson, so she kind of knew the industry. And I was like, hi, I just graduated high school.
Now tell me, 19, it must have been fantastic to be with them, because that, if you hadn't worked in the business, that would have been really good grounding, I would imagine.
That is definitely how I look at it. My entire experience with the Pussycat Dolls was a learning experience. It was like, here's your boot camp, sister. Figure it out, and it was good to have Nicole to watch, and some of the girls also. Carmit was the Live and Lovey the Local girl, and she had been on tour with Ricky Martin for like years and years, so she understood touring, and she knew her passport number by heart, so yeah, I definitely learned from everybody and watched, and it came together.
Exhausting, because a lot of young girls would look at you and other girl bands and think, oh, I want to do that. I want to be famous.
Yeah, there was like zero glamour involved, actually. Actually, yeah, had your rubber flip-flops everywhere you went because you were taking showers in the venue. Anywhere you could take a shower. There weren't hotel rooms all the time. You were sleeping on a bus. Sometimes you were sleeping in a van. Sometimes you were sleeping, not sleeping. Sleeping walking.
And what is that pressure like? Because we saw Zayn Malik from One Direction. Yeah. He couldn't handle the pressure anymore. It was just too much. Did you ever get to that point where are you properly supported within the group, or was it burnout kind of that ended up kind of getting you in the end?
Yeah, I think one of the things that isn't really, that the general public I don't think knows, is that, Nicole had her own management. Her management originally became the group's management. Yeah, so she had someone to look after her, and we all were kind of getting to know him and getting to know the team, and it wasn't about us. It was our opportunity to learn. And yeah, you get burnt out because...
Did you make any money out of it?
No, not a whole lot.
No. Isn't
that amazing?
Not a whole lot.
No, and I just heard, what is it, 15 million records, and then...
Yeah.
And do they... I have to ask, because... do they put you on a wage?
Yes.
Yeah, that's what I thought. So
Yeah,
everybody
they
would
did.
think that you would be getting a percentage of the record sales and everything, but some of these kids are just on, a glamorous wage, not just exactly like a...
Yeah. I mean, for the work that we were doing, however, and for the money that was coming in, you started being like, uh-oh, this doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
I did sing on the records. Carmit and Nicole did as well, so we do have some residual income.
Good.
But, it is what it is. You're right. We were definitely going out on stage, and our opening act sometimes was like, I'm like, how's that paycheck, sister? You're looking good. Love your new boots.
But now you're producing what she's done.
You're
she's
a solo artist.
Yeah, but not only that, she's written and she's producing it as well, produced the record, and doing all the financials with it, which I think is stunning.
Thank you. Yeah, with the digital age, and this is something that, when the Pussycat Dolls began, the digital age was just barely kind of taking off, and social media was barely taking off. But now we have the internet. I have somewhat of a presence, and as long as you can fund it and write your own music, and I'm an independent artist 100%. I'm like a mom and pop shop.
Yay! Good on you.
Thank you.
Melody, you are so wonderful, and we've got to introduce you to one of our die-hard Pussycat Doll fans that we have here. Let's open the door.
Sexy. Oh my.
He can move.
We're so sorry, Melody.
Yeah.
Booty's not popping enough for me. He needs to put his back into it.
I love the open back on the outfit. I don't know that it's supposed to be.
Do you think Joe has what it takes to be a pussycat doll?
You know
There
what?
we go.
It's He's really given us a run for our money, I gotta say. Yeah. He's sexy.
Melody, you are a very good sport. Thank you for joining us on the couch. You're a beautiful girl, and we're very lucky to have you here today. You're going to be